Hey guys, I hope you're doing fantastic. Today I'm going to talk about how to connect your Instantly account to your Go High Level LC email settings, or Go High Level's version of Mailgun. They use like a dedicated email services inside of here. There is a way to actually connect the two together. If you ever heard of Go High Level, they do recommend not using your LC email for cold campaign reach. So they recommend something like Instantly to actually warm up your emails to send out the cold email campaigns. Now you can actually combine the two together, so that way you could send out cold campaign emails through your dedicated email through the software that I absolutely love using for email campaigns, email blasts, and stuff like that. So how you would do this is you would go down to settings, and then you go down to until you see email services. And then you have to create a dedicated email service provider. I've already created one called lc.overpowermarketing.com. This is under my test account. So I don't necessarily use this, but this is a great example that I could show you guys. And then you also need an Instantly account. They do have a free one. I do highly recommend getting like the next one up. That's really all you need. I already have an email set up for my info@overpowermarketing.com.org, and then I'm going to add a new, and then you're going to click on the third option right here where it says any provider, IMAP, SMTP, and then a single account. Now inside of here we're going to go ahead and put your first and last name, and then whatever email that you want to do. Technically you can do something like Oren@overpowermarketing.com or whatever email you want it to be in this section. In this case, just to help me know exactly which email this is, I'm going to put LC at the beginning of it. This part right here for the IMAP settings, depending on who is your service provider. By the way, I forgot to mention this. You do need to have some type of email service provider for this. So whether you're using Google, most people like to use Google or Outlook, but if you're using another email service provider, you need to put those settings in here for whatever email you're using. So in this case, I have a Google account for Oren@overpowermarketing.com. So I could go ahead and put that information right here. And then for this section, if you don't already know, you have to use an app password for Outlook and Google. And for most email service providers now, I believe, you have to do that. To get that, pretty much I would just recommend Googling it. So for example, I typed in Google application specific password. You could do the same thing for Outlook as well, or any other email service provider. Click on this, and then this is where I can add one as long as you're logged into the correct account. I'm going to go ahead and do Instantly V2. And like I said, I'm going to delete this account anyway, so it doesn't matter if you see the password. And then boom. Alright, awesome. And then the next thing is I'm going to go ahead and put the IMAP host. You could also find this on Google. Same thing for Outlook or any email service provider. Is public knowledge, not a big deal. So we're going to go ahead and grab that information. I just typed in Google IMAP settings. So I'm going to grab this, paste it in here, and 993 is completely fine as well. Now for the next part. Alright, we're good. Now we're going to go into SMTP. Now we're actually going into the Go High Level side to work on this. First things first, we're going to have to update the username to whatever email that we create inside of Go High Level. Now right now we do have it set as a dedicated domain. We got to create an email for this dedicated domain as well. So what we're going to do is click on dedicated domain and IP. Once you have created the lead connector email system, inside the one that you make, or whichever one is the primary, click on the three dots, click on SMTP settings, and this is where you're going to do all this extra stuff, which right here you're going to create a new SMTP user. I'm going to just do Oren just to keep it simple. Password, I'm just going to generate one. Once again, it's not a big deal if you guys see this because it's going to get deleted anyways. And then create. Once you have that made, then you're going to go back into Instantly. You're going to go ahead and change the username here for SMTP. Once again, IMAP is supposed to be your default email. SMTP is going to be your Go High Level email service provider. So in this case, it'll be for me, Oren@lc.overpowermarketing.com. Password is going to be the new generated password that I did on the Go High Level account. And then the SMTP host is actually going to be on the Go High Level, which it has it on the right hand side, smtp.mailgun.org. If you didn't already know, LC email is just Mailgun, or Go High Level's white label version of mailgun.org. Just like LC phone is just Go High Level's white label for Twilio as well. Now, once we go in here, we're going to update this information. 587 is completely fine. As you can see right here, 25, 587, and 465 are all good to use. And then we're going to go ahead and click on Submit. Once we do that, now we have our email settings right here. Let me see if I could find one. LC. And that's it. So that's the one right there I just made. And we are good to go. It's now connected to my dedicated email inside of Go High Level. And that's how you do it. Thank you guys for watching.